question.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Music. What we'll do now is we'll go around the board alphabetically and ask you a few questions.
Fine.
Mr. Music, you had mentioned about boosting the morale of our employees. What are some actions that you feel like we could take that would help boost the morale of our employees?
Well, I think first off, we need to show signs of leadership. People find out what their concerns are. I don't know the situation as far as funding, but there are other ways to offer up incentives through bonus days, through awards for outstanding performance. If there's any way you can promote it. There's not but 4 ways to move people. And that's either through status, achievement, recognition, or salary. And one of those 3, if you can find the button to push that button for that person. If he's a high achiever, then give him an attaboy. If he has to have $1 or 2, see if you can scratch him up maybe $1 or 2. If he likes to be called sergeant, then if you got a sergeant's rank, call him sergeant. But push that button. And if you can do that, you'll get more out of your employees.
Mr. Brown?
Mr. Music, do you consider the mayor's position to be a full-time position?
Well, there's a thought of moving to the management board, because we have 3 types, either commission, strong mayor, or city manager. I would be very open to listen to the city manager. It's proven successful in smaller communities. It may not be what's suited for us, but I certainly wouldn't close the door on it.
You're not involved in any other endeavor or activity that would prohibit you from fulfilling the duties of mayor?
Absolutely not.
What would be your first order of business if selected as interim mayor?
To meet with the Board of Aldermen and let's see some of the things that we need to go to our employees for. Then I would go to the school. I'd be directors of the various departments and see what their major concerns are. That would be my goal in trying to restore the confidence level. And then I probably would suggest town meetings. I would probably try to volunteer myself to speak at various clubs to get a feel for the community.
Thank you.
Mr. Carruthers?
Well, you sort of answered my question, but I'm going to sort of rephrase it to you on the mayor strong government versus a city manager. Can you expand on why you would support or not support a city manager's position?
Well, I'm not saying that I either support or not support. I'd have to look at the totality of it. It has its points for a city manager, because obviously, unless you enter into a golden parachute, which is wrong as far as the contract, you enter into a reasonable contract and put Barbara to work. If he doesn't do the job, you can fire him. So I don't have a problem with city manager if it's looked over carefully. But at the same token, I don't have a problem with the mayor form. I have to look at it and see.
Mr. Ford?
Mr. Chairman, in order to be consistent, I got the same question that I had before in regards to the combining of our Industrial Development Board and our chamber into one unit in the workings of how we can promote our city. And that not only applies to Veterans Parkway, but USA Stadium and some of the other things that I feel is an asset to our community. We just were involved in a substantial land swap with Industrial Development Board and USA Stadium. Do you have any thoughts on how we can promote USA Stadium to be the asset that we think it could be?
Gentlemen, if you stop and think, we only have three really viable things in this area to draw the outside tourist off. And obviously we need that. It rolls over 8 times in order to, either through transportation, food, or entertainment. So, Chevy Cars, Motorsports Park, and USA Stadium. To lose any of those 3 would be tragic to this community. USA Stadium, the Golden Goose is baseball. But there is so much that could be done with an autonomous body that would go out and for the sake of a name, adopt Friends of USA Stadium, for example, and solicit advertising dollars. But you can hold car shows, and of course you got goat days, and you can have sports medicine, and you can have baseball clinics, and you could have the museum to